It is really funny and interesting how Olori Miriam has a way of making everybody feel she is the most important thing in the whole palace of the Oni of Ife. And that is because whenever something happens or whenever something is about to happen, she is always the first to take the first lead, thereby making everybody seem unimportant and making she alone feels she is important. Hello everyone and welcome once again to D&Z TV, the number one stop place where we give you all interesting information of everything happening in the palace of the Oni of Ife and also the entertainment industry at large. Whenever information that we have, the best you can do is to come to DNT TV and get it. And we will always make sure we lead while others follow. Now, let us get straight to the gist of the matter. Reports reaching us is that there is actually going to be a homecoming for Ashley. Whatever the homecoming is for Ashley, at the time of this report, we've actually not gotten the main reason behind the homecoming. But it was properly gathered that Ashley will be homecoming and a big party has been put up and set up for her return. So, in the midst of the whole thing, everybody was trying to see how they could make it a family thing, a family thing in the sense that everybody is going to be involved and everybody will partake in making sure that there's a grand reception for Ashley. But Almighty Miriam has now taken it upon herself to see that she takes the lion's share of everything that is happening. And whenever she does this, she just uses it as an opportunity to brag, an opportunity to let everybody know that she has the money. As a matter of fact, she has always told people that she actually paid for Ojaja more, that she gave the Oni some money to see that the Ojaja Mall is in existence. But that was actually a big fallacy. That wasn't true. That wasn't true because the Oni, as a matter of fact, is a very rich and comfortable man who has his own money. So, being that he has his own money, people always have a way of wanting to make it look as if he cannot take care of himself, and that now brings to the fact that anybody contributed money to the upbringing of the family does not actually mean that the person actually owns the money. All that is needed, all that is required is just for everybody to be in peace and understanding and harmony with everyone else. So when somebody now begins to do things and now takes the whole glory, then you know that it now becomes a big and major problem. So Ashley is coming back and Miriam has taken the responsibility of being the person who wants to lead or head the homecoming ceremony. Now, when this happens, I am sure that a lot of things will be said about it. Yes, whenever Miriam does the thing, all she wants to do is just to make people have a different feel, make people have a different understanding, make everybody feel and know that okay, now we dey here, or okay, now we dey in control, or okay, she just has a lot of ways of making everybody feel that she is actually the best thing that has ever happened in the palace, which is actually not true. Yeah, it is actually not true because there are a couple of other good people in the palace who constantly have been able to contribute meaningfully to the palace life. Now, as a matter of fact, the palace is so big and it can contain anybody. So now, if Miriam now decides to say she wants to be the best person in the palace, she's always trying to do that because she feels she can actually use her money to suppress every other person. She wants to use her money, she wants to use her resources, she wants to painstakingly make everybody feel like she is a person that they are going to be worshipping every now and then. Now, worshipping her now can actually denote a whole lot. And a lot of people have actually been putting the blames on the Oni, that it's actually the Oni that gave her that mindset. It's actually the Oni that made her to come up in this level, to come up in this dimension, to begin to feel like there's actually no one like her. Whereas in the true sense of it, a lot of people are in that palace who are genuinely good and who are genuinely doing things to see that the palace does not suffer so much like the way they have been trying to make it look. Be that as it may, there is no room or reason for her, Olori Miriam, to want to suppress every other person. This is actually very synonymous with the way the IBIRA people of Kogi behave. But all the same, we just celebrated recently the fact that the IBIRA elders took her for cleansing. So does it mean now that the cleansing now is what has actually given her the impetus to want to escalate what is not happening, to make it look as if it is really happening? Because when things like this begin to happen, it now begins to put everybody on edge. It now begins to make everybody wonder. It now begins to make everybody worry as of to what extent is all of this going to last. Not minding the fact that the palace is big, not minding the fact that the only has other wives and other children. Miriam just wants to always be the only cock that crows in the palace. And when someone begins to be this desperate, when someone begins to put him or herself in this high level, in this high tension, in this high cadre of making things not to work the way they will work, I can bet you and trust you that things will actually escalate in the shortest possible time. So, my people, it is actually those who know Miriam and those who can actually pray for her should continually pray for her, because the way she's actually going to expire before you can know it. Yes, her expiration date is going to come so fast, and by the time it comes that fast, people cannot really understand or have some very serious trust and hope in her life. People will now begin to feel that why is this woman always constantly behaving like this? Because no matter how much you want to look at it, Naomi can never bring herself low to the level that Miriam has constantly taken herself to. Thank you.